honoring India's icons and unsung heroes. A total of 131 civilians have been recognized across public affairs, cinema, social work, medicine, literature, education and sports. And this also includes 5 Padma Vibhushan, 13 Padma Bhushan as well as 113 Padma Shri awardees. Let's take a look at the names on this year's list. Remember, it's not just the prominent personalities, but continuing with the trend since 2014. The Padma Awards once again also spotlight ordinary Indians with extraordinary contributions. There are 45 individuals who have been recognized as unsung heroes, including a former bus conductor who built the world's largest free access library, a doctor who established Asia's first human milk bank, and a 90-year-old tribal musician as well. But let's talk about South in particular. The southern states got a big representation in the awards, with Kerala getting 8 total awards. 3 Padma Vibhushan awardees from the state are the ex-judge K.T. Thomas, RSS veteran P. Narayanan, as well as the late ex-chief minister Achyutanandan. Among these states, Tamil Nadu comes second on the 2026 list with 13 awards. The total number, same as last year, with the presence mostly in the Padma Shri category and 2 Padma Bhushan recipients. Let's get you the details of who are the headline makers from this. K.T. Thomas, he gets the Padma Vibhushan, the former Supreme Court judge, with a key judgment that has been given in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case. There are some interesting names that have come in from Kerala. Let's get the details of the states and what really comes out of it. Let's get you these details and why there is some politics around it. Now, from Assam, there are 5 awardees. Let's take a look at the numbers as they stand, because the opposition claims that all of this is because of the politics around it, because there are certain states that are going to the polls. So 5 from Assam. Let's take a look at the other states as well. And interestingly, like we mentioned, though the maximum number of awardees have come from Maharashtra, close on the list second is Tamil Nadu. Kerala, 8 awardees from the state of Kerala as well. Like we mentioned, there are very interesting names that have come in as well, and we go to that. 13 from Tamil Nadu as well. And this is the reason why the opposition leaders have claimed that the decision is solely based on which are the states that are going to the polls. Is there any truth to that or not? That is the question. My colleague Dharani gets us the details. Dharani, some politics playing out over the Padma awardees.
Well, in fact, 2 Congress netas, one is Praveen Chakrabarti and the other is Karti Chidambaram. Both of them, they've told that the Padma Awards are being given with the impending elections in various states in mind. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, as you rightly said, 13 people, they've been given a Padma Award. But, we are looking at a tweet from Praveen Chakrabarti. He says that 37% of the award winners this time, they are from different poll-bound states. And this just shows that the Padma Awards are being politicized by the BJP. It is being used as a political weapon by the BJP to win elections, is what Mr. Praveen Chakrabarti has to say. And Mr. Karti Chidambaram from the Congress, he is also echoing a similar opinion. So it looks like the Congress is not completely okay with the list of winners. They see some politics in it, and they say that the BJP is in fact keeping an eye on the poll-bound states, and the BJP is targeting the poll-bound states while choosing the winners. The winners are consciously being chosen from the poll-bound states, is what the Congress is telling at this point. In fact, we also spoke to DMK spokesperson Saeed Hafiz just a while back. He also, in fact, is siding with this opinion. He says that, just like how the BJP has weaponized investigative agencies like the Enforcement Directorate, CBI, and income tax, they are now going into the functions of other independent agencies too, like the censor board and the jury of the Padma Awards, is what he says.
All right, Dharani, thank you for joining us with those details. Let's talk about the politics around it as well over the Padma Awards. The Congress party linking it to the upcoming elections, going on to say that the majority of the awards have been given to those which are from the poll-bound states. The Congress party calling it the electionization of the Padma Awards. The party leader Praveen Chakrabarti going on to say that the Modi government is using the awards as an election tool. The Congress MP Karti Chidambaram also mocking the BJP, saying that the one nation, one election would have complicated the award selection because now it's much simpler. So he is going on to claim that the states which are going to elections, it's easier for the government to pick the awardees from there. That is the claim that has been made. So let's talk about the awardees from Kerala. Here is what it is, the names that have come in, very interesting list that has come in from Kerala, and there is some reason why these awards have been given as well. Like we mentioned, K.T. Thomas, a former Supreme Court judge, a key judgment of his being the death sentence being awarded to the convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case. Apart from that, this again some objection also being raised to P. Narayanan, who has been a senior journalist in the state of Kerala, but is also a through and through RSS man. He has been an RSS activist for a long time, working with the RSS in the state. So many also raising questions on whether there is some politics to it as well. Apart from that, let's take a look at the other names that have come in as well, including Mammootty as well, who has been awarded the Padma Award. With that, we shift our attention to Tamil Nadu.